Go ahead, Annie.
Hey Josh, how did it feel for you physically to be able to go back to back today with the multiple innings yesterday and then the one today?
I've been super thankful for how they've kind of handled me coming into the season. I didn't get the traditional spring training, baptism. So, kind of getting back into it, allowing me to, get my feet under me, get a 2-inning stint, get some good days off, get, quick inning back to back and heading there today. It's baseball and that's what we're required to do. So, going 3 out of 4, going to go 3 straight, as it goes, it's going to get better. So I'm thankful that they trust me to do that, and moving forward, we're ready. We're feeling good too.
Alec.
Yeah, Josh, I just wonder, what do you think about what the team's been able to do through 14 games?
Man, I couldn't believe how we came out firing, and it's not that we couldn't do it. It's just very rare to start the season on such a hot streak as we did. And I think that we are so solid that, like, when pieces don't match up perfectly, we have other guys picking them up. When the bats aren't hot, the pitchers are trying to shut it down, and vice versa. Like, sometimes we give it up, and these guys have just, put some crazy runs on the board. So, man, if you're not excited at this point, give us another month and we'll make you one.
Josh.
Josh, they say hitting's contagious, but like with this bullpen, when Kyle and Scott and Greg and everyone's dealing, is that contagious? Does that give you more confidence when your bullpen mates are dealing?
You said both of the key words that were needed. Hitting isn't contagious, confidence is contagious. So, as we're going into this, we're feeling good. We trust each other. When we're not feeling our best, somebody's picking us up. And so that's an awesome feeling, when you have very little anxiety that, you have to be the one to do it right. And if not, it's going to lose a game. As you said, we're only 14 games into the season, yet you already hear the kind of stir. You see the fact that we're at the top and we're not slowing down. So it's one of those things. As soon as we start firing, people are going to be talking a little different. And so I'm so excited to kind of see this team take off and really do what it's able to do.
Lynn Worthy.
Hey Josh, I had 2 if I could. The first one was just, you mentioned the how they're handling you and being grateful. I know you had an IL stint that was just a day there. I didn't know if you could shed light on just what had happened there.
Yeah. So as these vaccines come out, typically the first one for somebody who's had coronavirus like I did is a little tougher on you, and man, it just knocked me down. Didn't sleep. Pretty bad fever. So we just shut it down for that day. Again, I've been so thankful for how they're handling it and handling this, whole COVID-19 going back to last year, March 13th, I'm pretty sure it came out. It impacted us a ton. So I'm forever thankful for how the Royals have handled it, and especially my specific case, because I seem to have a little bit of an issue with the COVID-19 virus. So as I get vaccinated, we'll be all guns blazing. So I'm glad that I could get that day, but that's all it was.
Okay, and then the second one I had was just, I think we talked about it a lot last year, and then going into this year, just like about the bullpen and guys being used different times in different roles. And I think there's sort of a sense people sort of want to say, okay, eventually you guys will settle into spots. But is that, in your mind, is that something that's even a goal? And like, do you need to settle into a certain role, certain pitching in a certain time of the game, or does that not really matter?
It's phenomenal to have a spot that you can claim as yours. But usually that's based off of talent. And we're so talented down there that, like, I can hand a job off to somebody else who's going to hand it to somebody else, and they're all going to get it done the same way. So at this point, I don't think we need a role. We're a unit down there. I mean, we've been through everything together. So it's kind of just like, at this point, we're working to finish these games. These starters do so much in the beginning that we're just looking at it as a collective. If there's 3 innings, 4 innings, 5 innings that we need to cover, our job is to do that the best we can. It doesn't matter if it's, the most important inning being the 7th, where we're facing 2, 3, 4. It doesn't matter at all. We have so many, different options that it's hard to place it on one thing being something we should change or want to change.
Annie, wrap this up, please.
Josh, what were your thoughts when Salvi hit that out, and what's it been like for you to watch him so far this season?
I don't think you need to ask me that question. You can ask any fan. He's on fire. I mean, behind the plate, everything. He's just he is the leader of this club among many. And you know, if like this was a 0-0 ball game, and again, the bottom of the ninth, just like he did yesterday, he picks us all up and takes us home. So you know, there's nothing else left to say about him.
Hey, Brady. Just what'd you feel with that one? How good you feel out there today?
Yeah, I felt really good. I think the main thing was, you know, I feel like I was on attack the whole game. You know, I feel like I had good command of it, but I didn't feel like I was picking around too much, not trying to pitch around him. Felt like I was going right at him, and you know, it turned out well.
Lynn?
Yeah, Brady, I was going to ask if you felt like command was the biggest difference between the last outing. I mean, it seemed like you were able to really hit spots and, you know, minimize even just contact. I think it was just the 2 hits.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I had command last outing too. I think I just made a few mistakes, and you know, they put some good swings on the ball, you know, last outing. But like I said, I didn't try to, even though I had good command, you know, I was just trying to stay away from the mistakes more than anything. You know, and especially with 2 strikes, stuff like that. I just wanted to make sure that you know, I didn't leave anything in the middle of the plate for them to do damage on. I feel like I did a really good job of that.
And then you mentioned, you know, just sort of being an attack. I wondered if, and maybe not, but I wondered if at all you were picking spots at all. Just I was thinking about that 3rd inning where I think you had Guerrero and, you know, with a man on, I think it might have been in scoring position. And you ended up, that was one of your walks, but then you went right after the next hitter. I didn't know if that was a matter of sort of picking a spot a little bit and going after the guy that you wanted to go after.
No, honestly, I was trying to get right at Guerrero. You know, I definitely wasn't pitching around him. I think you know, a few things mechanical just broke down at that at bat. But like I said, you know, that at bat, I didn't leave anything in the middle of the zone. I didn't, you know, try to get back into it or, you know, just try to throw one right down the middle and, you know, just to get back into the count. I, you know, pitched around it, and I feel like I did a good job at that at bat. Even though I walked him, you know, I didn't leave anything in the middle of the plate for him to do damage on.
Annie?
Hey Brady, what goes through your mind when you see Salvi hit that one out?
Oh, unbelievable. I mean, am I used to it now? I don't know. I mean, it's unbelievable. You know, he's seen the ball really well. He's seen it for 2 years that I've been here, and you know, obviously forever now. But no, he's hot right now, and it's, you know, it's so good for, you know, not only me in that situation, but for the whole team.
Carlos?
Congratulations, Brady, for your performance today, 6 innings without runs. How do you think your improvement from your last started?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I said, I felt like the command last start was still good. I feel like the command on both those, you know, the past 2 starts were still good. Just I think I was staying away from, you know, the one ball, you know, the one mistake ball, you know, the 1 or 2, or, you know, how many mistakes I made last outing. Just trying to stay away from them. I was trying to stay away from the middle part of the plate for them to do damage on.
Rob?
Brady, unfortunately, you've had some hard luck starts where the guys haven't given you a lot of offense. We're on the mound. Is it because you didn't buy the last round or something? What? Just joking there, but how do you keep that mentality of attacking when you're not getting the run support maybe that some other folks have gotten?
Yeah, I mean, it's a nothing ball game. I mean, it's not hard to, you know, go out there and you know, keep runs off, you know, try to keep runs off the board. You just gotta keep going. I mean, they're out there trying like hell. I mean, I you know, it's hard to freaking hit. You know, it's unbelievable. And, you know, I think their starter was, you know, kind of walking some guys. So I don't know if he was, you know, kind of spraying the ball and then dotting the ball. You know, I obviously can't see. So, I mean, it's tough. You know, I'm never going to say that, you know, my offense did bad or anything like that. They're trying like hell up there to get runs. So love them for that, you know, as always. But, you know, it's not hard. I'm going to go out there and, you know, attack.
We'll close with
The next round's on you, right?
We'll close with letting you know that after the game, he got to hear the Florida Fight song when he was awarded the player of the game, which had to kill Whit Merrifield.
Whit played it for me. So thanks, Whit. Appreciate it.